Yeah, call the meeting to order. Review and act on the minutes of 6/16/2020. We need a motion to accept.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes from the June 16th meeting.
I'll second.
Okay, motion seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Can we just hear who seconded it?
I did.
Okay, Randy seconded.
Okay, our next item, unfinished old business. The Z 2020-1781, continuation of Benjamin Stone, requesting permission to work in an upland review, inland wetlands area to clean out brush and roots in front of the pond, out of pond. Property located at 239 Moosup Pond Road, Moosup, map 22, block 88, lot 819.
Ben, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Go. What do you want me to say? What I want to do?
Okay, well, we went through this last month, I should say.
Correct.
What Ben is looking to do is he wants to just clean the muck out of the historic farm pond that he has. And I do have it up on the screen. This is his house property. The pond has been delineated. The area is approximately 4,800 square feet. The commission wanted to know exactly how big the pond was last month. So it's 4,800. It's within your jurisdiction because it is under the 5,000. This area that I'm going past is heavily grown with invasives, a lot of briars and whatnot. So he does want to clean that area out. I did walk the site. There is no associated wetlands with the pond. The edge of the pond is the edge of the wetlands. It's all upland embankment in this area over here where he wants to remove the vegetation. As we said last month, he is going to be putting in a silt sack or something in this area over here to keep anything that may flow out from going downstream. There's going to be a pump up in this area where it flows in. This is the inlet area. The pump will be diverting the water past the pond. There will also be a pump in the pond to drain it down and keep it drained down as they are mucking it out. The material is going to be placed somewhere in the upland area for it to be dewatered, taking precautions so that it will not drain back into the pond itself. And then it will be either removed from the site or used somewhere away from the wetlands. So that's it.
Actually, what my excavator, is it okay if I talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, what my excavator wants to do is he wants to strip back the topsoil and he wants to put all the muck down and then recover it all with the topsoil and then replant the grass.
Okay, where did he want to strip the topsoil?
Up the hill, back away from the pond, straight up towards the driveway.
Okay, so about how far away from the driveway?
Oh, probably 250 feet
Away from the pond or away from the driveway?
away from it would be on that bank sloping up away from the pond. You'd probably be like 100 feet from the pond.
Okay. All right, so,
If
I know-
if you guys would rather have it piled up with silt fence around it and let it dry out, then I got no problem with that. He just said the easiest thing to do is spread it out while it's wet, so you don't have to look at it while it's drying.
okay, that will work. I have no issues there from my perspective. Just the area that you are stripping the topsoil, just, you will have to put silt fence around it so that, until it reestablishes grass, it doesn't go toward the pond or the brook.
Absolutely.
Okay. Commission members have any comments?
I'd like that activity with the soil, the dredgings and all that. I'd like the applicant to show that on his plan and just resubmit it to you. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just draw it on with a pencil so that we have it on the plan. It should show it on there.
Randy, would you be acceptable? Would you accept that?
You take a look at it when you get it, and if it looks good to you, I think that's acceptable.
Okay, so you'll leave it up to my jurisdiction then.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have one other question. When you're dewatering the pond, where's that? You're going to have a pump set up and a discharge for that pump. Where's the pump going to discharge to?
Back into the stream where the diversion is, where the outlet of the stream is, away from the pond.
Okay. And when you're doing that, especially while you're taking the mud out, if you have to continue dewatering, then that water's going to have a lot of silt in it.
Correct.
You could have
I
silt,
have
sediment, debris. How would you control that?
I have a piece of silt from, it's a special floating fence that I'm going to put in that I got from a buddy of mine that dredged out his property down in Preston on, I forget the name of that pond now. It's right off of 164. So he had like several hundred feet of the stuff that he had to use when he dredged out in front of his house on the pond. And he told me that I could have as much of it as I need, which I'm probably only going to need about an 8 or 10 foot piece to block off that stream.
Okay. But when you're pumping, there's going to be a lot of water going in there. You might want to take him up on his offer and take this whole thing, and just in case you need 2 or 3 rows of that going down the stream, because if any silt gets deposited in the stream later, you'll have to remove that, have your excavator remove it when he does the final cleanup.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, he's got several hundred feet of it because he had to, go around the whole front of his property at the pond. So he said that I can use as much as I need. So if you want me to put a few different rows, I can do that.
Yeah, I think you'll probably need it. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Well, that's why I'm going through you guys.
Okay, does anybody else have any other discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve Z 2020-1781 with the condition that we just get a revised plan for Ryan to review, showing where the excavated silt and sediment's going to be deposited.
Tom Zinkowitz, I second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. You're all set.
All right, Ben, you're all set. We'll hook up either this week or next and get everything squared away for you, okay?
All right. Yeah. Do you want me to pull some actual measurements from the pond to put on there for you, or?
Yeah, if you could, and you can either use an aerial photo or we can get together and draw it on an aerial photo just so we know where it's going to go.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, our next item. Z 2020-1798, continuation of Ecos Energy LLC, Rodney Galton, requesting the permission to work in an upland review area for installation of a chain link fence, grading, and construction of sediment traps in stormwater basins with the 1 million ground solar facility located on Plainfield Pike, map 17, block 36, lot 37.
Ronnie, you good to go?
I am. You want to bring up the site plans, Ryan?
I can do that.
Great, thank you. That should be good. Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome.
For the record, Rodney Galton with Ecos Energy. As the commission is aware, our property is located off of Plainfield Pike Road, and we are looking to construct a 1 megawatt solar facility in this area. The total disturbance would be approximately 5 acres. The solar array itself is located, majority of it is located outside of the 100-foot upland review, with some chain link fence and some stormwater facility. Most notably, the swale carrying stormwater to the basin would be located just inside the 100-foot upland review. We also have an access drive through the Lighthouse Church property, which a variance has been approved and is on record for this drive. Also, the easement over their property is on record. We did this to remove a potential wetland crossing from the south east of this proposed array. That access drive, there is a portion of that would be located within the 100-foot upland review. However, no direct wetland impacts for this access drive or the solar array. We are not anticipating any issues with tree cutting this time around. What we have shown here would be the limits of the project. The site itself drains east to west. The stormwater would be captured in the vegetated swales to the north and south, and they would drain into a proposed stormwater basin. This basin, the stormwater calculations are being reviewed as part of the special permit process, which is in front of P&Z now. This is fairly standard what we've used on the other phases on this property, the vegetated swales into a stormwater basin. So if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Okay, does anybody have anything else they want to discuss? Any questions? If there's none, I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion that we approve Z 2020-1798.
That was Tom Sinkowitz.
Yep.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. Is there any other discussion?
Just made, nobody seconded.
I'll second it.
So Jeff Joslin seconded.
Okay, the motion is made and seconded. Any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, our next item, we have to put this on the agenda or not?
Yeah. No, it is on the agenda.
It's on the agenda? Yep. Okay. Okay, new business. Z 2020-1849 of
Hold on. How do I? Sorry, somehow I muted that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Kevin's on, that's why. Sorry. Go ahead, that was my mistake. I saw Kevin and thought it was us.
Okay, new business, Z 2020-1849 of Scott Arsenal of Sterling Aquatic LLC, requesting determination of a non-regular activity for work in inland wetland area for vegetation removal from a farm pond located on 291 Plainfield, map 18, block 6, lot 27.
Okay, I don't believe that we have anybody to represent this one. This came in, it's something new that we haven't seen before. There is a historic farm pond that I don't know if there's any actual agricultural use to the pond at this point in time. But it is overrun with vegetation, lily pads, and other items. Their proposal is to take a Weedo type boat, which is a boat with a sickle bar cutter on it and a front end loader, and remove the vegetation that way. They did contact, the applicant did contact the Army Corps of Engineers, and it was reported to me that Army Corps doesn't have anything to do with it. They do not claim jurisdiction. He has also contacted DEP, and I asked them to provide me with their responses so that we have confirmation. I don't know at this point how many square feet the vegetation is going to be removed from. The pond is rather large. If I remember correctly, something like 19,000 or 20-something thousand square feet. And I don't know how much vegetation is to be removed from it. So I want to get a little more information from Army Corps or DEEP about how much disturbance this could have, if they're going to be scooping up roots. There could be some sedimentation. So we'll see how this progresses for next month.
We need to accept it at this meeting.
Yes.
Make a motion to accept application Z 2020-1849.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any other discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion to put it on the agenda.
Is that where Shelley Hopkins used to live?
It is.
That's a pretty good pond.
Okay, we need to continue this till next month. So all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Okay, we'll see it next month. Any citizens Precipitation.
Art Gagnon. I just have one question. The new business that you just have, does that go into public hearing next month?
Not unless the commission deemed it a significant activity and nobody brought that up, so.
The only comment I would have about it then is to look for invasive species, the vegetation, and where they're gonna place it afterwards, so it doesn't get put somewhere else if there's an invasive species in it.
Yeah, we'll deal with how they're going to dewater and dispose of it. So,
Thank you.
welcome.
Okay, correspondence.
Locking Lord, I don't know what that is.
Complaints.
No complaints. We do have. Let's see. We do have some correspondence. Connecticut Water Company and Malone McBroom, they're an engineering firm. They are submitting applications to Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, DEEP, for separate water diversion permits for public water supply interconnections. The requested permits will provide critical source redundancy for the Gallup water system, Plainfield system, and the Crystal system. So basically, they're making a loop. So there's a packet in the file for you to review if you'd like to review it. So it's mandatory for them to give you a packet to look at if you want to. It'll be in the office.
Okay, other.
I have no other.
Hey, Ryan, I just have a question. The weeding thing over here on Cape Downing Road.
Yep.
He's asking us to make a determination that it's not a regulated activity. If we determine that it is, then it's going to be a significant activity. I mean, how are we going to do that to kind of make sure that everything flows smoothly? Make the determination that it is a regulated activity first, and then send it to public hearing, or I don't want to drag the guy out any longer than we have to.
Well, at this point in time, we don't really have enough information to make that determination. So
Right.
it's on our agenda. At this point, I think you should be submitting the application fee as a regular application. So if you feel the same way, then for next month we'll have an actual application.
Yeah, well, and then if we determine then that it is a regulated activity, we'll have to schedule for public hearing. It's going to be another month later.
Well, you mean a significant impact?
Right. Well, if he's working in a wetland, everything that we've done in the past, that's been a significant impact.
Well, typically though, there's soil disturbance. With this, there will probably be soil disturbance to the point that the roots will be taken up out of the soil, but he's not going to be scooping any soil. No dredging, just
Okay.
lifting up on the lily pads. So it's however you guys want to want to regulate it. If you think it's going to be a significant impact, then we'll go to public hearing. If not, we'll just have it as a standard application.
Okay. So we got a month to think about it.
Yep.
Okay, if nobody else has anything else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Tom Sinkowitz.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Meeting adjourned.
All right. Thank you, everyone.